Welcome back to Prepper's Paradigm, your guide to practical preparedness. Today, we're talking about an often underestimated but really important component of our survival toolkit: salt. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell. Your support helps us continue bringing you practical, no-nonsense prepping advice. Now, let's talk about the unsung hero of survival: salt. First things first, let's talk about the versatility of salt in survival situations. Preservation. Salt has been a timeless ally in keeping our provisions safe for the long haul. Whether you're curing meats or creating brines, salt becomes your partner in extending the shelf life of your perishables. Many preppers have a supply of preserved foods, but forget to include methods to preserve more food that they have grown, caught, or hunted after SHTF. Medical applications. In a survival scenario, injuries are reality. This is where salt steps in as a valuable resource. Mix it with water to create a saline solution for cleaning wounds. It's a simple yet effective way to maintain hygiene when medical facilities might not be readily available. Cleaning agent. Believe it or not, salt can also serve as a cleaning agent. From scrubbing surfaces to tackling stubborn stains, its abrasive nature makes it a handy tool for maintaining hygiene in your prepper space. Insect deterrent. Salt can be used as a natural deterrent for insects. Sprinkle it around your living area or food storage to keep unwanted pests at bay. Or rehydration. In case you or someone in your group is dealing with dehydration, a simple solution of salt and water can help restore electrolyte balance, a critical aspect of staying healthy in challenging situations. Salt should not be added to drinking water in normal circumstances though, as too much can lead to health problems. Fire extinguishing. If you're dealing with a small fire, such as a frying pan catching fire, salt can be used to smother the flames. Salt doesn't burn, so covering the fire with salt can bring the fire under control quickly. While not a replacement for proper firefighting equipment, it's a useful trick in emergencies. Enhancing flavor. Beyond its survival applications, let's not forget the psychological impact of a well-seasoned meal. Salt adds flavor, turning a simple dish into a morale-boosting experience. It's not just a luxury, it's a small comfort in challenging times. These are just a few examples of how salt can be a vital item to include in a prepper supplies. Now that we understand the myriad uses of salt, let's shift our focus to how to store it for the long term. Vacuum sealing. One of the most effective methods for preserving many foods is vacuum sealing, and it works just as well for salt. This process removes the air and moisture that could compromise its integrity over time. Invest in a good vacuum sealer for optimal results. Mylar bags. Another reliable option for bulk storage is the use of Mylar bags. Place your salt inside, remove as much oxygen as possible, ideally adding an oxygen absorber inside the bag, and seal them tightly. Mylar provides a layer of protection against external elements that can spoil your salt. Humidity control packs. Salt absorbs moisture easily, so consider adding desiccant packs to your storage containers. These packs help absorb any residual moisture, preventing clumping and maintaining the free-flowing nature of your salt. Bulk storage in buckets. Plastic buckets with airtight lids are excellent for storing bulk quantities of salt. Ensure the lids create a proper seal to maintain the quality of your salt over the long term. Even better, combine plastic buckets with other methods we talked about previously. For example, seal your salt into Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers, and then place the Mylar bags into sealed plastic buckets to protect them from damage during storage. Rotation is key. While salt is a fantastic preservative, and it can be stored for a long time, it doesn't last indefinitely. Regularly rotate your salt stock to ensure that you always have a fresh and reliable supply on hand. This practice is crucial for maintaining the quality of your stored salt, and of course all your other supplies. Optimal storage conditions. Store your salt in a cool, dark, dry place away from direct sunlight. Exposure to moisture, light, and heat can lead to quality degradation over time. Keeping your salt in optimal conditions ensures it remains a reliable asset in your prepping journey. Repackaging bulk salt. If you've purchased salt in bulk, consider repackaging it into smaller, airtight containers such as Mylar bags. This not only makes it more manageable, it also reduces the chances of contamination or wastage during usage. Labeling. Don't forget to label your containers with the date of purchase or packaging. This simple step helps you keep track of your salt's freshness and ensures you use the older stock first. Imagine a world where the convenience of a grocery store is a distant memory. In this section of the video, we'll explore where to find salt in a post-apocalyptic world. Seawater. If you're fortunate enough to find yourself near a coast, The vast sea can be a potential source. Boil seawater until the water is all gone, leaving the salt behind. You could even set up a simple desalination system to collect the steam and condense it into drinking water too. Alternatively, create a salt pan, which is a large, shallow container with salt water in it, left out in the sun for the water to evaporate away, leaving just the salt behind. Salt lakes. Similarly to seawater, if you're in an area with natural salt lakes, you'll be able to collect salt water and extract the salt in the same ways. Salt caverns or mines. Underground salt deposits exist in many regions. If you have these in your area, extracting the salt could potentially be a reliable method. Remember to prioritize safety, as navigating underground spaces can be challenging and dangerous. Urban sources. In abandoned, post-apocalyptic urban areas, scavengers may have already taken food and drinks, but many will not have thought to take salt. Bartering. In a previous video, we talked about post-SHTF trade. Other survivors may have access to salt or know of sources you haven't discovered. Alternatively, you could be the one with the supply of salt to trade with others. Bartering becomes a vital aspect of survival in a post-apocalyptic world. Finding salt in a post-SHTF world requires resourcefulness and adaptability. Remember, preppers, knowledge is your greatest asset. As we conclude our exploration of salt and prepping, remember that the benefits extend far beyond mere seasoning. Embrace the versatility of salt in your preparations, stay resourceful, and continue building your prepper's pantry with knowledge and practical skills. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe to Prepper's Paradigm for more no-nonsense prepping advice. Until next time, stay vigilant, stay prepared, and this is Prepper's Paradigm signing off.